unbinding the soul's tides, picking up fragments of relaxation in the folds of time. At 1 in the morning, the dusk lamp turns the keyboard into a model piano, and the red dot of an unread message on the phone. Screen hangs like a needle over the heart you rub. Your th rubbing temples and hear a voice in your chest say, I am too tired. This isn't physical exhaustion, but the hoarseness of a soul ground down by pressure. Modern life is like a fine mesh, trapping us in the cubicles of KP, yes, the coordinate system of social circles, and the magnifying glass of self-expectations, making even breathing carry a tense rhythm. But did you know? Relaxation is never a luxurious escape, but a necessity for the soul, just as the earth needs the rotation of seasons, and rivers need to meander and breathe. Our lives also need moments to unbeing. Let us follow the vines of time and pick up those fragments that can stretch the soul in the folds of nature. Morning breath lessons, when the first ray of sunlight unties the knot between the brows. When the morning dew ritual on the windows, you'll remember leaning on the windows sill as a child to watch morning dew, that drop hanging from the tip of a grass blade, earning its transparency through a whole night of waiting. In fact, every morning is our relaxation opportunity gifted by nature. Try not to get up immediately after the alarm rings, but gently touch your eye lids with your fingertips, feeling the edge of your eyelashes against them. Then slowly open your eyes, letting your gaze fall on the succulent plant on the windows. You're watching how sunlight flows into a golden river on its plum plates. A friend who worked in an advertising agency for 10 years was once driven to insomnia by anxiety. But later she learned the 3-minute morning light meditation. Every morning, instead of reaching for her phone, she sits on the bay window with a cup of warm water, watching the sun squeeze through the gaps between buildings and weave a lattice of light on them. Clothes line at the opposite balcony. It's like watching pressure slowly melt in the sun. She says with a smile, those cases, that jump. Originally, she made huge suddenly become as ordinary as ashes drying on a line, neat and mundane, to the philosophy of relaxation in our coffee cup. Have you noticed the marks coffee leaves on the cup wall? Those are the kisses left by the liquid as it beats. Farewell to the ceramic. Try changing the habit of gulping coffee into a coffee slow dance. As you stir gently with a spoon, observe how the brown whirlpool spins into fine patterns. When taking the first sip, let the warm liquid linger on your tongue for 3 seconds, feeling how the aroma of caramel and nuts slides down your throat into your chest. A tea master in Tokyo once said, drink tea as you would treat a newborn baby, withholding every movement. In fact, it's the same with coffee. When we slow down the action of raising the cup, when the soft clink of the metal spoon against the cup becomes the shuchu overture of the morning, those tense nerves will unfold like tea leaves soaked in warm water, gradually stretching into their natural shape. A programmer once told me that he spends 5 minutes every morning carefully brewing pour over coffee. the rustling, sound of grinding beans, the way coffee grounds expand when water is added. It makes me feel like I am a machine controlled by programs, but creating something small and beautiful. Twin nature's decompression coil. When the rustle of leaves washes away the dust in the heart, one a century roam in the park. Remember the last time you stepped barefoot on grass, the coolness of the soil, the flexibility of the grass, the sensation of small stones, these overlooked. Tactile feelings are actually nature's massage for the soul. Find an afternoon on the weekend to go to the park for a 5-sense adventure. Close your eyes and smell the mixture of earth and flowers. Touch the grooves of an old locust tree. Spark with your fingertips. Listen to the rustle of wind through ginkgo leaves. Lightly lick the air with your tongue too. See if there is a sweet aftertaste of rain. And finally lie on the grass, watching how clouds write a flowing poem in the sky. A financial analyst who worked in the CBD once thought sweating at our gym. The gym was the way to relax. But she became more and more anxious until one day, after working overtime, she got lost and walked into a community garden. She took off her high heels and stepped on the moss. He suddenly wanted to cry at that moment. She said, it turned out that relaxation isn't how I fight against something, but being as humble as moss, leaning close to the earth and accepting its comfort. Now she goes to the park every week for earth connection, placing her palms on tree trunks, interweaving with the roots in the soil. And those angsty ties about KPs actually fall like autumn leaves. True quilt therapy on a rainy day. The whole world is turned to mute mode. Try taking on a rainy day. Rain sound vacation. Draw the curtains to darken the room. Bury your face in a sun-dried pillow and listen to the rhythm of raindrops hitting the window. Large raindrops are drumbeat. Fine rain is a harp, and occasional thunder is the bass of a cello. You can read an old book under the quilt or just stare into space, watching how the light through the curtain cup moves on the ceiling. Lin King Swanaraja once wrote about the rain, listening boy who, after listening to the rain under the eaves for an afternoon, could come down whenever he thought of raindrops breaking into 8 pieces on the booster. No matter the pressure, we were all that rain, listening child, only to be drowned out by urban noise later next time it rains. Why not make a pot of ginger tea? You'll find that no matter how great the pressure,